Evening, faves. It's your fave, Miss Renee. You guys, I am back with another Friday night relax. The only thing is, I must confess, it's Sunday morning. Oh my God, you guys. As determined as I am to do these ASMR videos, life and life situations are just as more determined to offset me from completing that task. But let me tell you, sister is not giving up. Oh no, no, no. Fave is not gonna stop. No. I feel like being determined in this season means a lot because I am showing myself approved at this moment. Because when the forces come up against you, rather than you stop and turn around, baby, that's when you gotta knuckle down and get on through. Remember, this is a fourth quarter win. Hold on, somebody. Can I shout for a second? This is a fourth quarter win, so expect some things to not line up like they're supposed to do or the way you thought they would. This is a fourth quarter win, girlfriend, so guess what? Everything's not gonna be just so, but that doesn't mean you bow out and get out of the game. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You continue to be consistent. You continue to stay strong. And we're gonna win. Just remember that. Oh, baby, we're gonna win. So, and even though I wasn't able to come on Friday, my mind was so saturated with thoughts and ideas and things that I wanted to share with my FavSMR family, because I know we are a selected group of people that have decided to ride this ride with me. And I want to make sure that every time you come by, I have not just a word for you. I want to have some confirmations for you. I want you to know that I see you, so I'm on the sidelines rooting for you. I want you to know that you're headed in the right direction. I don't want you to stop and think about it. I just want you to continue to go. I just want you to go. So these conversations are both motivational for you and for me. Y'all, we're in this together. So real quick story yesterday, you'll see in my vlog, if you also watch my Famous Renee channel just for regular content, I went to my grandson's championship game. And let me tell you something about that fourth quarter game in real life. So, in the fourth quarter, it was a tied game. And then, they scored a touchdown. Yeah, they scored a touchdown. Not only did they score a touchdown, my grandson's team, y'all, they made that extra point after the touchdown. Y'all, we were down under a minute and a half left in the game. I'm gonna tell you something. This old grandmama was screaming her head off because I related to what we are doing together. And I thought, this is exactly what I'm talking about right now. That fourth quarter win, when it looks like the odds are stacked against the win, right? And the opponent team seems like they're hot and ready and they want it more. Oh, but if you get that eye of the tiger, you're gonna slide in on them, and it's gonna be an upset, and it's gonna be a win, and you're gonna come out with that trophy, bright shining gold trophy. Let me tell you something. I was so excited for those babies yesterday. This grandmama was screaming on the sidelines. I was screaming, "Go, Tay Tay! Go, Tay Tay!" Yes, I was. His whole family was there on both sides, y'all. We love us some Tay Tay. So I wanted to not just come by with inspiration, but I want to come by with confirmation, baby. The game is not over yet. The game is not over yet. But you gotta get your mind in it. See, it's one thing to think that maybe not, I might could win. I don't know. But it's another thing to say, I'm gonna win. I got this. God is on my side. I can see that win ahead. I can see the outcome. I'm gonna walk by faith. Guess what? I don't see the outcome in the natural eye, but I see it in my spirit. And I know I'm gonna win. I know we're gonna make it. I know the outcome of this. It's my story, but God's gonna get the glory. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be able to help so many people that are going through what I just went through and hold on just a little bit longer. That's gonna be my word for them, just as it's our word for us. You guys, I tell you, I'm so excited. No matter the what, I am excited for all of us girls. Yes. I know I gotta stop referring to us as girls because I know I've got some gentlemen listening. I got some young men listening. I think I might even have a few boys listening at this point. So guess what? We all in this together. It doesn't matter who you are. We're all in this together. This fourth quarter win is gonna be spectacular. And I want you guys to stay close so that I get to see your wins, just as I want to share mine with you as well. So one of the things that I shared with you in our last FavSMR video was changing your stinking thinking. In order to be an upset, y'all, in order for you to get that win, you've got to put the thoughts of winning in your mind. You have to remember to think victory in your mind. I don't know if we realize how powerful of a people we truly are. I need you to understand, God made us powerful. We allow the world to make us feel powerless. But God never intended for us to only see what the world brings. He intended for us to remember who He is and how He created us to be. So therefore, there's a win. Do you believe it? Because there's a win. I believe it. I'm gonna win. You believe it, so you can win. Come on, y'all. We're gonna win. I want to share a story with you. This is very, very personal, but I'm gonna share it anyway. So if you are watching my regular content, I've done 2 videos concerning my son, Artist, who is a special needs young man who lives still at home with me. He's 31 years old. So last year, around January of 2021, Artist had a mental breakdown. It was very hard for us, our family. It was extremely hard for Artist, and it was extremely hard for me. Y'all, I cried every day. Artist had to go into a psychiatric hospital, and he was there for about 2 weeks. Even though I was able to see him several times out of the week, it was just very hard for me. I felt like we both sunk into a place where we forgot who we we thought that the powers that be had taken over and they were in control. And then, after crying and feeling like a victim, something came over me one day and I got up. Y'all remember that old song by Donnie McClurkin? We fall down, but we get up. Baby, I got up. I was down and out, and I know the devil thought he had me. I did too for a minute. But when I got up, y'all, I got up with power. I got up with might. I remembered who I am, and I remembered who my son belongs to. And I know that my son knows who he belongs to, because the seeds that mama planted in him a long time ago have grown, and I knew that. So after Artist got home, there was still a lot of uncertainty for both of us. I think Artist was a little nervous, and I was too. However, I still know God's promises. I know that Artist is the tail, and I know that God knows exactly who Artist is. So I started telling Artist every day, you are the master of your own mind. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You are the master of your own mind. No matter what the circumstances look like, you have the power to change your circumstances. You can stay down or you can decide to get up. So I want you to just imagine what Artist's circumstances looked like at that time. They had now diagnosed him as being schizophrenic, along with the autism. So Artist was starting to feel very helpless. Artist was starting to feel like he had no control or power, and that things just had to be the way they were, and that things just had to continue because he didn't know how to stop it. But the Lord reminded me, tell him that he is the master of his own mind, and that if God is for him, who can be against it? So I preached that to him every day. We prayed together multiple times a day. I prayed, Artist prayed. We started a journal together. We started practicing gratitude and mindfulness. I started to be very intentional with my child on how to overcome this battle. Now, a year and a half later, almost 2 years ago, Artist has no memory of that situation. He remembers that he went to the hospital, but all of the things that were coming up against him, they've gone away. All of those things have gone away. The voices have gone. The uncertainty has gone. The helplessness has gone. All of those things that tried to keep my son in bondage are gone. I am so thankful to God because He is such a good God. If you want your fourth quarter win, get up. Stop saying it's over. Stop saying you can't. Stop saying it's maybe next year. Don't give up on yourself. Be that determined. Just like the enemy is determined. You turn around and be determined to win. enemy wants you to fall down and stay down. The enemy knows. The enemy already knows what's in you. You don't always know because you're not seeking that. But if you start seeking that, then you will know what's in you. So you gotta get up. Don't allow that discouragement to make you stay down. My son has no recollection of exactly how bad it was, because now he realizes he is the master of his own mind. My son determines what stays here and what goes, just like you do. So this journey of mindfulness and gratitude is not just some conversation. It's a reality. I hope you embrace it. I hope you play this video before you sleep so that these thoughts take over your mind and start to penetrate your soul. Your win is near. Get up. Move in this time. Move in this season. Don't sit down. Get up. So I got something I want to read to you. It's a good word for us to leave with. I want you to feel empowered. I want you to know, like you know. That's my stomach. I'm sorry. It's early and I haven't had anything to eat yet. But the microphone picks up everything. Let me get my glasses on so that I can share this word with you. Okay, Fav, so I am still reading from my favorite book here for us. I'm going to say my favorite book for now, but it's not the only book that I plan to read from. But for now, it is just feeding my soul so well. So I'm sharing this with you guys. Let me make sure that you see the title in case you want to purchase this book for yourself, because it is such a timely book, and for a fourth quarter win, it's a good place to put your mindset. So I'm going to read page 16, and I think I'm going to read a little bit of 17 as well. Whether we realize it or not, we are thinking most of the time. If you are speaking or listening to someone, you are thinking. If you are reading the newspaper or watching television, you are thinking. When you recall memories from your past, you are thinking. When you are considering something in your future, you are thinking. When you are driving, you are thinking. When you are getting ready in the morning, you are thinking. For many of us, the only time we are not thinking is when we are asleep. However, the forces of attraction are still operating in our last thoughts as we fall asleep. Make your last thoughts going to sleep good thoughts. Michael Bernard Beckwith. Creation is always happening. Every time an individual has a thought or a prolonged chronic way of thinking, they're in the creation process. Sometimes it's going to manifest out of those thoughts. I think I'm going to stop there because I don't want to overwhelm you, but I do want you to get it. You are the master of your own mind. So again, change your stinking thinking. What do you have on your mind all day? What are you dreaming about? What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Are they contributing to that negativity, or are they a positive influence? You know more than I do. We have to safeguard our mind and our thoughts. We have to put them in a community of safetyness. It's okay to not be okay with the old way you used to be. It's okay to change. And sometimes change means a disconnect. If the disconnect is from stuck in a space. You love them, but their conversation never changes. Now might be a time to just do a subtle disconnect. That doesn't mean that you have to abruptly leave the relationship, but it does mean that you need to put some safetyness around your mind and your thoughts and how much time you're willing to give them in your day while you're trying to strive to be positive, because positive and negative will not blend together. You're either going to decide to be positive or you're going to decide to stay negative, but the two cannot live together in perfect harmony. So, make some decisions. Make some wise choices. Get with some wise counsel. Decide to do you and not in a negative way. Do you because you love you. Do you because it's okay to want better for you. Do you because the time is now and we're in this fourth quarter and I want you to win. But you have to be intentional about your win. And that means being intentional about who is around you and who are you talking to and what are you thinking. These choices are for you to make. So I hope that this, before you close your eyes to go to sleep, will bring you some clarity. I hope that it will give you a peace of mind and remind you that it's okay to choose you. I've got some really good videos coming up for this next week, and I am so excited to share them all with you. In the meantime, lay your head down on your pillow, get nice and comfy, lights out, eyes shut tight. Don't let the bed bugs